Sitting on the front porch in the early morning breeze. Sitting on the front porch, just an old friend and me. Drink a little coffee, read all the local news, talk a little gossip every now and then. Smell that ham cooking in the kitchen, a brand new sunrise in the sky. Sitting on the front porch, minding all your business. What a way to make the day go by.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And good Monday morning to you, and welcome to the Front Porch. My name's Kenny Dean, and his is not. Scott Blake off today. He'll be back in here. He said he may come in here tomorrow, so I'll be out of here after tomorrow for the rest of the week. Ryan Fuller, good morning to you. And Holden Fuller, you little rascal, you turning 5 years old today? You gotta be kidding me. What a fine, fine, fine young man. Hope you have one of the happiest birthdays that you have ever had. Will you take a sip with me? What's good? Last sip there. Got some more in there, though. Reverend Ben Hayes, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, my friend. How are you doing today?
Man, we get to start out our week with you. How's things going? I'm just not seeing you enough these days. How the heck are you?
I'm doing well. I just told Ryan I miss seeing him every few weeks.
Well, we'll get you back out here. I know y'all got some things coming. In fact, what First Baptist Church in downtown Dayville, what do y'all have coming up?
Well, tomorrow night is our graduation banquet. We host a banquet for all of the graduating seniors in Dayville and their parents, and we'll have about 250 people there. This year, we're actually, from our own graduates, we've got a graduate from Lee Scott, we've got a graduate from Benjamin Russell, and we've got a graduate from Auburn High School, so there'll be 4 different high schools represented. So we'll have that tomorrow night. We'll feed them a nice meal. We'll give them a Bible and a graduation sign, and we'll just love on them a little bit and let them hear from Will Spivey from First Baptist Church Opelika. He's going to be our speaker, so it's going to be a great night tomorrow night.
Wow, good for y'all. That's just what a great way to end their senior year and to start their new journey in life. What was the last high school that you mentioned?
Auburn High School.
Okay, Auburn. Okay. Well, thank you for doing that out for those outlying schools too. Boy, if they only knew what they have to lie in front of them.
I tell you what, you know, we when we're growing up, we can't wait to graduate and get on with life, and then a few years later, we're thinking, man, I didn't have it quite so bad.
No, that's some. I'm looking at, we got a bright future. So many of these folks these young folks are so smart, and that's what we need in today's world. So, but y'all giving them that Bible, that gives them a great start right there to put that best foot forward.
Well, we do. We want to make sure they have a copy of the most important book that they will ever read, and I always put my business card in the Bibles, and I tell them, I said, that's my cell phone number, and I'm available to you night or day, wherever you go, whatever you do, just so that they'll know that there's one person who cares about them and knows that they can reach out to them at any time. And I just want these kids to have an anchor in their lives so that they can always come back home.
Good for you, Ben Hayes. That doesn't surprise me that you do something like that, because I know you put in your card there, you mean that. Call on me if you need me. And that gives them, like you said, that gives them one person to reach out to, because they probably one of those in that group is probably going to reach out to you in the future.
Yeah, I had a young man just this past week that did, and I'm so thankful he did. And there are a lot of these kids that find themselves in situations that are less than optimal, and they're hurting, and we've got to help them to find their way.
Well, we appreciate y'all doing that, and we appreciate you being with us this week, and we'll just go ahead and turn it over to you for the Monday thought of the day.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad to be with you. Sometimes life just seems overwhelming. There are seasons in life when trouble just doesn't visit us. It seems to move in, but it doesn't have to be trouble. Sometimes it's just busyness. Everything happens at one time, and the pressure builds, the stress mounts, the weight feels almost unbearable. And in those moments, our typical response is we try to handle everything ourselves. But there's a verse in the Bible that I love. It's Psalm 46:1 that reminds us that God is not distant in our times of distress and in our times of trouble. The psalmist said, God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. And I love that phrase, a very present help, because he is right here in the midst of whatever it is that we're going through, no matter what that is. And here's the good news. He doesn't just give us strength. He is our strength. That's what the psalmist says. And that means that our stability isn't found in our ability to hold everything together. Our strength is found in, our stability is found in his ability to hold us together. I'm kind of reminded about the old story, little boy's walking through a crowded fair holding on to his father's finger, and at one point the crowd gets thicker, the boy gets nervous, and instead of gripping his father's finger tightly, he slipped his hand fully into his father's hand and let his father wrap his hand around his. And his dad asked him a little bit later why he did that. And he said, because if I hold on to you, I might let go. But if you're holding on to me, then I know I'm safe. And that's the perfect picture of the Christian life, and especially in times of trouble and trial. That's the picture of Psalm 46, because our security isn't in our hold on God. Our security is in his hold on us. So today, as everyone is going through this day, we need to stop and just acknowledge that God is present. He is our very present help. We need to release to him what we can't control in our own self, and all we have to do is pray and call on him, and he will respond. And then we need to remind ourselves that no matter what happens in your life today, God is holding on to you. If you're his child, he is holding on to you. So I want to pray today, just ask the Father to move in the hearts of all who are watching, all who are listening, that they would know the peace and the power that comes from resting in him, for allowing him to be our refuge. So Lord, when we feel overwhelmed, remind us that you're holding on to us securely. Help us to rest in your strength. Help us to take refuge in who you are. Help us to walk in your word. We pray this in the powerful name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Boy, what a great start to a great week in strength. You know, I'm gonna take that word and use it personally, if you don't mind. Ellen Dean, we're going to have open heart surgery this Wednesday at UAB, and she really appreciates prayers, and I do too. And I just want to say, people say, well, you need to be on that prayer list too. You know, I have that strength. So if you're going to put any Dean on the prayer list, you put Ellen Dean on that prayer list.
Well, Kenny, we will sure do that, and I'll be praying, and I'll share this with our church family, and we'll be lifting you guys up this week.
We appreciate it. Appreciate you a whole bunch. Hope you have a great day, and look forward to you joining us tomorrow on Cinco de Mayo.
All right, we'll be here.
All right, bud. Take care. Reverend Ben Hayes getting our day started. Let's talk about the weather right now. In fact, I didn't even look at my temperature this morning. Let me see what the temperature is, because it was cool. I even turned the heat on in here when we got here this morning. That's unusual. Had a fire Saturday night and last night. 43 degrees this morning. 78 for a high today. No rain. Let's go into the rest of the week tonight. Not as cool as this morning, 51 for a low tomorrow morning. And then the rest of the week like this, 79 and 61 tomorrow, no rain. Wednesday, 80 and 65, rain. Look at that rain on Thursday, farmers. 71 and 54, and then slight chance of rain Friday and Saturday. 72 and 56 Friday, 80 and 58 on Saturday. We'll hear again a slight chance of rain. So there's your 5-day forecast brought to you by the Yerke family at Alex City Marine. They say come on by here because we just got just about every type of boat that you can imagine. I don't know if you've seen their new commercial that Ryan Fuller did, but he zoomed over with one of them flying airplanes, little bitty ones, and man, does it look good. Go check it out for yourself in the Gap. Town and Country Cleaners. I'm taking some stuff by this morning for Magdalene Whaley and Nick to Town and Country Cleaners. They are open on Cherokee Road. They're open 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and they run specials on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays.
At Beyond Home Care, we provide in-home care services to individuals needing assistance with activities in their daily lives. We work with each client to provide personalized home care and sitter services. Whether it's assistance with bathing and personal care or an escort to a doctor's appointment, each client receives the individual care they need with the dignity and respect they deserve. Give us a call today at 256-414-6090 or visit us online at beyondhomecareal.com.
Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings. Come on, get on board. Corey's Furniture saves you more. We try harder in every way, so drive a little and save today. Corey's Furniture Express, your expressway to savings.
Tiny Homes by Wind Creek now renting Sleep 4, full kitchen, private fishing pond, boat charging station, and pet friendly. Call today, 256-935-9337 or tinyhomesbywindcreek.com. Located in beautiful small town USA, Alexander City, Alabama, on Highway 63 South, turning into Wind Creek State Park, and there they sit, ready for you to sit on their front porch.
The Alex City Parks and Rec Department serves the residents of Alexander City with quality facilities and programs designed to positively affect the lives of our citizens. From youth sports programs to adult activities and our senior center, the Alex City Parks and Rec offers services for all ages. The Cooper Rec Center, Lake Winds Golf Course, and the Senior Activity Center are just some of the great features the Alex City Parks and Rec Department provides for the people of Alex City. For more information on any of our programs, call 256-329-5762. or go to acpr.recdesk.com.
There's a place in Springville, Alabama. You can go and have some fun. You can bring your whole family and stay until the day is done. It's that place called Homestead Hollow.
Mark your calendar for Mother's Day weekend, May 8th, 9th, and 10th at Homestead Hollow in Springville. Kids 12 and under get in free. HomesteadHollow.com.
Hometown Pharmacy located at 839 Airport Drive here in Alexander City, conveniently located right adjacent to Temple Medical Clinic. Go by and visit the friendly staff where they treat you like family. And remember the drive-through window. All major insurances are accepted. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and then on Saturday from 8 a.m. until noon. Give them a call at 256-329-0900. That's Hometown Pharmacy, serving our hometown.
Chick-fil-A, my goodness alive. Let me tell you what's going on at Chick-fil-A this morning. They're not open yet. They'll be open here in just a little bit and be ready, smiling, and ready for you. You know, Magdalene, you know, waiting there. They're still trying to get settled in their house. I go by Friday night or Saturday night. I don't even know which night it was. And placed an order at Chick-fil-A. And when I got there, the young man, I said, Maggie had texted to me, so I just put it right up. I said, do you mind just taking it right off here from the text? And he did, just as kind as he can be, and the food was just as good as it could be. Go by and see him at Chick-fil-A on Highway 280. And in sports, you know, we keep up with, well, I say I keep up with a team when they're doing well. Whether Dead Blame Braves are doing well. Let me just tell you how well they're doing. They swept the Colorado Rockies this weekend. One game being down 6-0, came back and beat them 8-6. I know we don't usually do sports, and y'all got all the sports, all those guys that really know what they're talking about. But for this right here, the Braves have won 25 of their first 35 games for the first time in modern franchise history since 1900. Last time it happened was in 1892 when the Boston Bean Eaters started 28-10. And now you know the rest of the story. National Day of Prayer, glorify God among the nations, seeking him in all generations. That will be Thursday, May the 7th, at 6 o'clock at the First Baptist Church in downtown Alexander City. We got a lot going on. We got Dead Blame much. I tell you what, let's just start off with a good one there, Mr. Ryan Fuller. Let's start off with our FFA officer, 2027 officer team. The president is Gamble Dennis, vice president 1, Crimson Hall, vice president 2, Jay Hill, secretary George Dowdle, treasurer Rias Hutchinson, reporter Tazari Johnson, sentinel Ansley Waldrop. Did I pronounce that right? Sentinel Ansley Waldrop, and historian Knees Ellerby. So there is your 2026-27 BRHS FA officer, and look forward to having those young folks out here, because let me tell you what, I am a big fan of the FFA, and a big fan of this young man right here. I've been keeping up with him since he was a young man. You've seen him run all over the area. David Layfield, Horseshoe Bend senior, closed out his high school track career in unforgettable fashion at his final state meet. State champion, 800 meter. State champion, 1,600 meter. State champion, 3,200 millimeter. A clean sweep for 3 state titles, 1 final meet. Congratulations, young man. You have worked hard, and we all know that you have. So congratulations to you, and I hope I can get you out here. We've tried to do it one time before and didn't fit his schedule, but we look forward to hearing from him or having him out here. But I know Courtney and her husband, Mr. David, are very proud of that young man, because he is one more fine young man. Speaking of young men, let's go out west where the hogs are rolling right now. Now, Robert Ribellini, Jim Peace, now Mabry Cook has already broke off, and he's probably back home by now. But they're on their motorcycles. They're going across Route 66. Now, this is a famous hotel in Gallup, New Mexico. Many old Hollywood movie stars stayed there, including the Duke himself, John Wayne, because there's a lot of westerns made out in New Mexico and Arizona where they are right now. They said Arizona was really windy, and the Painted Desert. I don't know if Kylie. Folks, if you ever get a chance to go out west, and of course I'm a huge fan of out west, but you see scenery like this in the sky and on the ground. It's just it's a moving experience. And then I'm not sure, oh yeah, Route 66 Sentinel Grants, that's in New Mexico. So they're already made it through New Mexico into Arizona, but the guys are enjoying, and I'm not showing you the food, but they're eating real good out there. So guys, be real careful and look forward to maybe when you get back, maybe come out here and talking about the trip of a lifetime from Chicago to Los Angeles on Route 66, where you can get your kicks. David, Betty Anderson, happy birthday to you today. Kirby Scales out there at Russell Dewitt Center, and Ralph Frozen, happy birthday to you, young man. Let me see if I'm leaving it. Oh, Miss Barbara Sokol will be out here in just a little bit. Our other guest will be Mayor Chuck Ledbetter, Davil Mayor Chuck Ledbetter, and Nancy Bolton. This is Nurses Hospital Week, so Nancy will be out here with Ivy Creek. Excuse me just a second, please. Monday, that's today, over at Martin's, at Lake Martin's. Got bingo tonight. You got the hot dog guy be serving food from 4:30 to 8:30. You got to share the road, the 4th annual 5K run walk, share the road remembering Raymond Butler, May 30th in Eclectic, Alabama. To put that on your running shoe things. I just slopped on myself. I believe I did. Second Saturday cleanup this coming Saturday. Check in at Strand Park at 8:30 a.m. downtown Alex City. First place, $1,000. I'm going to tell you about this. Second place, $600. Third place, $400. Nonprofits, sports teams, and church groups are welcome. So if you're trying to raise money about working for it, that's a good idea. May 23rd is when the farmers market starts in downtown Alexander City, Alabama. That's a Main Street thing. This is a Main Street thing. Tomorrow night, Main Street, Cinco de Mayo. Of course, tomorrow is 5-5 Cinco de Mayo, 6 to 8 Broad Street Plaza in front of Jake's, that whole area, Alex City Nutrition. $5 a bingo card. So put that on your things due for tomorrow night. Let's see. I know they had a good turnout at the Lake Martin Resource Association annual meeting this past Saturday morning at Stillwater's. The next one will be from 8 to 10 at Kalijah Restaurant. Enjoy a free breakfast. I see Kalijah right there. It reminds me of a friend of mine sent me this video to look at, and every now and then I do that. But then it was about Lake Martin back 100 years ago when they covered up all these houses and churches. They were really kind of knocking it. And you know, that AI thing, it's about to get on my dead blame nerves. But that AI thing, when the guy says in the area of Cowaliga, I knew I had that rascal then. Ain't no Cowaliga, it's Kalijah. AI, wherever you are. Skin screening Monday. I'm going to put this on my things to do, and you should yours too. 1 to 4 this afternoon at the Cancer Center. It's free. Dr. Stephen Mackey, who's been around here for a while, board-certified dermatologist. No appointment necessary. Please put that on your things to do. This could be a lifesaver. He checks you and, make sure those places you got are okay. That will be it from 1 to 4 today. It's free at the Cancer Center. No appointment necessary. So put that on your things to do. I am. We'll be right back. The Salvation Army. Good morning to you folks. I just thank the world of y'all, and thank you for what you do for us. Whether you see, we take our stuff in, and a lot of times that's junk, and they don't want just junk. They want some good stuff, whether it's glassware, or pots and pans, or furniture, or clothes. So take your good stuff that you're not doing anything with anymore to the Salvation Army, 6800 US 280.
Central Alabama. This is our home. It's where we work, where we play, where we raise our families and grow old. And in the unfortunate event we become sick with cancer, thanks to UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center, this is where we heal also. We have invested in new technologies and expertise so that now we're able to treat all sorts of cancers, and you never have to leave Tallapoosa County. UAB Medicine Russell Medical Cancer Center. Compassionate, convenient, collaborative cancer care right here at home.
Farmers and Merchants Bank of Dadeville is building a foundation of strength and trust in the entire Lake Martin community. With our modern branch in Dadeville and caring, attentive staff, we've established Farmers and Merchants Bank as a reliable friend to your banking needs. Whether it's just a savings or checking account or any commercial, auto, or real estate loan, Farmers has local decision-making to build a relationship with you and your needs. Farmers and Merchants Community Bank. Strength, service, community.
Doug Cannon believes leadership starts with faith, integrity, and a commitment to serve. Now he's ready to take that commitment to Montgomery. Doug is running for state senate to stand up for Alabama families and build a stronger future for our children and grandchildren. He hasn't taken a dime from PACs and believes public office should be a time of service, not a lifelong career. Doug Cannon for Alabama State Senate, a voice for you.
I'm Doug Cannon. I'll be honored to earn your vote May 19th.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
We are a debt relief agency. We help people file Chapter 7 and Chapter 13 under the Bankruptcy Code.
This is Marcia Mason, your local Lake Martin bankruptcy and Social Security disability attorney. Mason Law Firm is located at 217 Madison Street in Alexander City. Call 256-329-1313 to schedule your appointment today. All initial consultations are free and strictly confidential.
No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
Since 1908, many talented tradesmen and women have proudly represented the Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air name. We are grateful for their commitment to excellence, always providing our clients with quality work that we're glad to guarantee with 100% satisfaction. No matter the problem, the Dixie Electric team is here for you, serving the Montgomery and Auburn areas. Thank you for choosing a locally owned company.
For more information, go to calldixie.com.
Call Dixie and it's done.
Craving pizza done right? Come to Lake Martin Pizza, where flavor meets the lake, with 2 locations, 63 South in Alexander City and Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Grab a 14 or 18-inch specialty pizza or build your own masterpiece. Go half and half, your way. In a hurry, stop in for our lunch specials. Hot, fresh pizza by the slice, served daily. We've got more than just pizza. Try our fresh salads, cheesy breadsticks, garlic knots, and sweet cinnamon twists. Lake days, game nights, or family dinners, Lake Martin Pizza hits the spot every time.
Anthony's Plumbing. Good morning to you, Anthony Waldrop. Hope you had a good weekend. In fact, I hope you had a restful weekend, because this is a brand new week. We got a brand new month, and you ready to use that brand new camera to get into sewage. He's got the right equipment, whether it's sewage or plumbing, and he's licensed and insured. Call him at 256-596-1111. Folks, we got an election 2 weeks from tomorrow, and I was looking at this, the legislature, I don't keep up with politics, but I know Tal East, our probate judge with Tallapoosa County, is coming out here to try to explain a lot of this right here. The legislature will be going into special session today for redistricting. There's a lot of misinformation out there. And when I look through this right here, Barry Mass, thank you for all this information. It's just a mess. So I'm gonna hold on to this. No way I'm gonna get into this right now, but I'm gonna hold on to this so when probate judge Tal East comes out here, we can talk about that. When Miss Barbara's on her way right now, Miss Barbara Sokol, and when she gets here, my question to her is this morning. She's been in politics before. She's run she's been in that offices before, so she knows politics. And of course, her husband, her late husband, was in politics. They were in Washington D.C. But my question to you, Miss Barbara Sokol, if you happen to be listening this morning, coming in, what does election mean to you? Getting out and knowing or finding out about the people you're voting for. Know who you're going to vote for when you go to them. You know, we've got folks coming out here on the front porch that's running for a different. You got commissioners. We got Senate. Trying to think of anything else we got going on. And know your candidate. You got social media these days. You got paper. You got magazines. You got billboards. Know your candidate. Don't just not just from what you're seeing on those billboards. I'm not knocking billboards or hearing on the radio, but know. Even them coming out here, we appreciate them coming out here, and of course they pay for coming out here. But if you'd like to know more about them, go to them. Go to them and see what they're all about. Get to know their families. What are they going to do for you? And a lot of that stuff they say they can't do for you. They don't even so know your candidates. And Miss Barbara, so she knows it's going to be cold in here, so she's already putting on her coat and getting ready to come in here this morning.
I got the day mixed wrong. I got the day mixed up.
Miss Barbara Sokol with us this morning.
But I am dressed.
She said, I'm on my way and put my shoe on. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Oh, listen.
I apologize for the
No, it's my fault, I guess, because I was thinking Tuesday. It's funny because I'm sometime around when you had GW. Or Danny Hayes said, it's about time for me to come on. You were just on. Or either I followed Danny or, somewhere around those times.
Well,
so when I see them, I said, well, I guess I'm going to be here. So Kenny will call soon.
I just looked because I told Scott to take off today and tomorrow because I won't be here from Wednesday. I know for the rest of the week, and I don't know about next week yet. But I looked back and I did say Monday because you just ran into Kenny Jr. of all.
I did.
At Spain.
Oh, my goodness. At Spain Park, I have been for the last, I know it's 4 years because my dog is 4 years old, but I've been, in the springtime, I'll take a walk out at the Sportplex.
Oh, yeah.
And I stopped at the first time, the high school's practicing baseball. So I stood there and watched. Well, it seems that most every day, if they're practicing at home, I use that time to walk up the Sportplex, and I'll spend an hour and a half watching practice, and then I've been going to the games. So I'm really a great fan of Benjamin Russell, which reminded me.
There you are right there.
Oh, well, we were at Spain Park, and I see this handsome guy come up. I was headed to the bathroom, and I didn't quite recognize him. I guess I wasn't expecting him.
He has a beard now.
I know. When I
beard.
saw him, I could see family familiar.
Well, he was glad he ran into you.
I'm glad I ran into him too. He's doing so well. His family is doing so well. He talked about his son Samuel plays tennis.
He had a good year.
And it looks like he's going to be a very competitive tennis player.
Yeah, he's worked at that, and he did the baseball and basketball and flag football and all that. But because you know this better than anybody, in that area right there, you almost got to settle on one sport. You don't have the multi sports like most guys and gals do around here.
Right, because the competition, is so great. And I know there have been several people I had talked to who were really pretty successful athletes, but when they got to the higher level, they were, petite, kind of thin, and they chose soccer instead because of their physique, you know.
I love soccer.
Uh-huh,
I love to
I
watch
know.
little ones.
By the way,
play
y'all,
soccer.
Kenny has the most beautiful shirt on.
This is an old shirt.
Okay, what is that velour? What is the
No,
material?
it's just some kind of cotton. It's a real smooth
Oh,
cotton.
yeah, you can see
velour.
that.
I've not heard
but
that
anyway,
in a while.
well, let me just tell you one more thing about Kenny Jr. So he told me who he was. You know, I'm Kenny Dean. I said, Kenneth. So he said, he laughed and he said, the people in Birmingham know him as Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
But he said, all my friends at home know me as Kenneth.
Or Killer. That was his nickname. They dubbed him when he played football here at Benjamin Russell. You mentioned about walking at the Sportplex.
Right.
Where do you walk just the sidewalk there?
Well, actually, when I'm walking seriously,
Mm-hmm.
it's when I'm walking with my dog, and
Okay.
I really don't take that power walk like I used to, unless I'm by myself,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But that particular day, I was going to go to the tower because you have to go up the hill.
Okay, yeah. Mhm.
So whether it was that hill or another, I mean, I used to walk the hills
Mm-hmm.
or walk the banks where there was a hill. And then level off and, you know, kind of come down, let my heart rate get down, and then put it back up again, depending on where I'm going. But so that was my walk. I'd go up to the tower.
Have you been
and
back to high
again.
school yet?
I haven't walked to the high school, no.
Because it's got a sidewalk that goes
I
to
need
the
to.
left.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm gonna. I
really
saw people walking there one day when I was out for one of the open houses, and I was impressed. And I've heard you talk about walking at
That's
the
just because I'm
high
walking
school.
3 miles,
Yeah.
slowed my walk down, and added a mile to it.
Yeah,
and I
good
really
deal.
like that.
Well, the good thing, if you can change your heart rate. You know, there's some
Yeah.
if you know. When I was doing a little running before knees and all that kind of stuff gave away, I would at home I would run to the next light post, power pole, and then walk to the next one, run to the next one, and then I'd try to jog up the hills. Didn't always work at Indian Hills to go all the way up. So then I started using different muscles, and there was one long hill that I walked backwards, and then got a different set of muscles, hips, and different. You could feel the muscles in your quad, and I remembered when one time I was walking backwards and got to the top of the hill. Now I've been walking; it was pretty long, you know, that hill, and when I turned around, almost I could feel the muscles shifting to take over. Of course, it's kind of in my brain, the skeleton and the muscles and, you know, anatomy.
But
So,
walking backwards, that's dangerous.
well, but where I was in a safe place, a reasonably safe place.
I'm just talking about for
Falls.
falling.
Well, that's the reason you might need to check it, you know, work on it a little bit so that you maintain your balance and you can maintain your posture that way.
You just mentioned something about your heart rate. My heart rate probably never gets up real high because whether I'm walking a good power walk or I'm not. I guess I'm not. I think a lot of it is I'm at peace. So
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Oh, that makes sense. You know, it just depends on your reasoning for walk. Now I take a walk for pleasure.
Yeah.
And if yours is you notice. I used to say I notice the seasons. You can see the people's. You know, what they have in their yard, the trees, and you see the changes in certain trees. You notice that. So it becomes an aesthetic walk, you know. And so,
Makes
you know,
sense.
that's what, you know, you're looking around. The Sportplex is such a wonderful
Oh.
place, full of opportunity to be with nature, even though you're you know, in a reasonably open space, public space.
And now and you may know this, but where the baseball field is, the parking lot right here,
Right.
and then there's a entrance to take you into the cottages, right behind Russell Medical.
Yeah.
So you got all that, just opens up more areas to walk, because I do that a lot.
And one day I want to take you on a hike through the woods, I don't know that this is the time of year now to do it, unless we had somebody else who wasn't afraid. We'd have to get somebody who's, if we happened up on something that we didn't want, we need a nature person with us.
Because those sticks that look like snakes, and they are moving.
Yeah.
They are moving right now.
Well, that's what I've heard. So.
Do you have a garden?
No, my neighbors do, but I don't.
I didn't think I'd ever heard you
Well,
say
I did
that.
one time, but not really understanding what I was doing. I started it in the spring. I saw the sun. I'd failed to realize that the sun changes. So it turned out that area I was trying to plant was too much in the shade. About the time, it was really growing. But now I was very successful. I tried rattlesnake beans. My family loves pink green beans, rattlesnake beans, the wide beans.
Oh, yeah.
And it was fantastic.
Really?
I was so excited because I ran it up a fence, and then the vines went over the carport.
Easy to pick.
Easy to pick. But it was like Jack and the Beanstalk. I would watch those and just kind of throw me back to Jack and the Beanstalk.
Me and Farmer Soap will be right back.
Okay.
Forbes Auto says, good morning to you, and I'm checking you out. I see you on social media. I see what you're doing with putting those cars out there one day and they're gone before you even turn the page. I'm talking about Forbes Auto Sales got a great selection, and they keep a great selection of vehicles just for me and you. Forbes Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama.
Looking for reliable medical equipment close to home? Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical in Sylacauga has you covered with oxygen, CPAPs and BPAPs, continuous glucose monitors, wound care, and airway therapy. Need mobility support? We offer braces, lift chairs, and both manual and motorized wheelchairs available for rent or purchase. We'll even show you how to use your equipment, and yes, we accept most insurances. Serving the Sylacauga area for over 20 years, that's Coosa Valley Respiratory and Home Medical, 201 West Fort Williams. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4. Call 256-245-1411 today.
For years, Tom Watley's been a name you can trust to represent you. And now you can depend on Tom Watley Law, LLC to handle all of your legal needs. Tom has over 20 years of practice in criminal defense, probate needs, and estate planning. Tom Watley Law supports the communities of Lee and Tallapoosa County and can handle all your legal needs or refer you to their network of specialty attorneys. When it counts, call Tom Watley Law, LLC at 334-559-3420 or online at tomwatleylaw.org. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be provided is greater than that of other attorneys.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you gotta get to Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round with cart weekly and an amazing $45 per weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse. Options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-307-1081 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club. Open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Porch Feed and Seed covers both sides of the road in downtown Dable. Incredible selection of plants, stones, insecticides, and gift selection in the additional part. Original store has tack and boots for men, women, and children, gloves, hats, belts, and Carhartt clothing. Come on in and visit. Open Monday through Saturday for your convenience with a whole lot of service. Porch Feed and Seed, downtown Dable, Alabama. Triple R Cafe in downtown Rockford is where it's located. Now, you're looking at the outside right now. Come on in on the inside. Let's check out the hot bar. And let me tell you about this. Award-winning fried chicken. They do fried chicken like it's supposed to be done. How about this pork chop right here? They're open Monday through Saturday. They cater also. That's Triple R Cafe, downtown Rockford, Alabama.
let's get serious. Let's get Arctic Air serious. You want your car and truck to live longer, don't you? Well, it's about maintenance. Same thing with Arctic Air. You see the number at the bottom of the screen? Call them right now. Let me tell you something. You want to be comfortable? We all want to be comfortable.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Elect Shane West. Of course, we're talking about election time right around the corner. Shane is running for Tallapoosa County Commissioner, District 4. He's an Alabama native, an Auburn graduate, a community leader, retired, ready, committed to serving you. Elect Shane West, County Commissioner, District 4, May the 19th. Barbara Sokol with us out here this morning.
Yes,
you know, I know you've been in politics. And I was just thinking about this morning with tomorrow being 2 weeks away to election for the primary.
Right.
What do you tell people? Because a lot of times people don't get out for this kind of.
I know.
What do you tell them?
Well,
encourage them.
I know. I think you've done. I mean, I'm a Front Porch fan. Watch every day. And you've done really good, I thought, in talking about the primaries and what the primaries mean. I'll start with one thing, the Outlook prints the whole voting list in the paper. That's a requirement for the newspaper in the area to let everybody know. So the Outlook has it. I meant to bring mine here just to show people, but if you are not sure where you vote, you can certainly call the Board of Registrars, and they will tell you which place to go. Now, people get it mixed up because of, if it's city election, you might vote one place.
Right, you're right.
If it's the state national election, you go a different place. So here is the national election. So you make sure that you know where your polling place is. It depends on how the areas district, in the city. The city districts are different than the county districts. So that's why the population, you're drawn to a certain poll.
Tal East is going to come out here, and I mentioned this earlier because I just got this. The legislature will be going into a special session today for redistricting. What is that going? And it is so confusing.
Well, we've just redistricted.
Yeah.
They had just done that. Matter of fact, the legislature, to prevent gerrymandering, that means that the districts are drawn to where the majority of the people vote in your way. And it's not just politics. In other words, to redraw the districts, you've got to do it in a fair way. And when the state did it the first time, the legislature did it the first time, the Supreme Court said, you can't draw it like that. You have to go back because you have to have a certain amount of minority representation, and they pulled that away. So they went back. They've already redistricted where to be fair so that people have a voice. Well, I don't understand why they're going back to do it again. They're trying to get a few more seats. And maybe they think there's not enough time to get it, for it to be struck down. I don't know. I wonder what Ed Oliver has to say about that. Ed and I go butt heads on several issues.
Good for you.
I know. But we're friends. We've always been friends.
You agree to disagree?
We do. And
that should be the way politics.
Right. Matter of fact, Eddie, of course, was real involved, and his mother was real involved in politics.
I never did know that.
Well, behind the scenes.
Okay.
I mean, they were.
She never ran for office.
No. But she was really involved. And
so she encouraged him?
Yeah, I'm sure. Must have been through the years. But, the politics in the county have certainly changed. And so people who used to run as Democratic candidates are now running as Republicans so that they can get the majority Republican vote in our county, which is a majority right now.
Why can't it just be we're running for office? Why does it have to be a party?
Because you've got to have, what are you going to do when you get there? In other words, what are your plans when you get there? And so you may have more issues that are, in your heart, taking it this way. Other people think, well, that's kind of not fair. I want to go this way. It's just a matter of how you feel about certain issues. The big issue was we felt like the state should not be taxing food. Well, we've got a little reprieve now. I think maybe we've got there's a time period, I don't want to say it for sure, I just kind of glanced at the article, where they're not going to charge tax on food. Now, that doesn't mean alcohol and those kind of things, but just for a period of time. So the state, but you still have your city taxes and your county taxes coming out of that, but not state taxes. So it'll be a few cents less. Instead of paying 10 or 11 cents tax, we might be paying 7 cents tax.
And that makes a difference.
It will make a difference, but by some, we still have a Republican majority in the state, but for some of the rest of us, that's really not enough. So we might, so we battle, but they have the majority. At least they're trying and seeing how it works, seeing if the state can do well. The state is doing well now, as well as our city, because of the influx of tourism and people moving into the area.
And shopping at home.
And
I don't think we realized. Susie Kelly over at Gracious Flowers, bless her heart, she has been preaching this for years, and she's not the only one. She's a business person like so many of these. If you're in business for yourself, that's why we ask you to shop at home first. But it's just because that money goes back into our school systems, the police department, the fire department, and all that. I just don't know if we really realize that.
We don't. Right.
And we preach it, all the time.
But some of us now, with the price of gas, it's going to be a little bit harder to go out.
Well, you're right. You're right.
To go out of town, but
it'd be a good time to shop at home right now.
And some of us, we the big box stores, where we call it that, their merchandise is different now. And so for people who are, those of us who are a little bit older, we want to dress a little bit hip, but yet not short shorts. We don't do that kind of thing anymore, But so it's hard to find slacks, for example, or it's hard to find capris or something like that, where you don't have to go with long pants all the time.
You had mentioned box stores, and I'm gonna brag on Home Depot, because Home Depot does a lot for the community.
Well,
they give back to the community. But the thing about I had to go the other day and pick up some things, and a light bulb, just a regular old light bulb. You can get a light bulb now, and it's got a setting on it. It's got 65, 75, and then you can a soft, a bright. You can adjust this light bulb. You can't it's not just putting the light bulb in anymore. But the gentleman that helped me, thank you so much. And then I had to get some kind of a cleaner for the floors, and somebody helped me.
I know, that makes a difference.
That's huge.
That is.
Because, because there's it's kind of like When you go to the grocery store and you're looking for some potato chips, they got a zillion different types of just potato chips. Even got skinny chips now, and skinny popcorn. Come on, it's just amazing. But that's just the world we live in.
I know.
I look at cereals. There's a zillion kind of. It's almost comical to me. We got selection.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming out here.
Well, thank you, Kenny. I appreciate it. And all of you, good morning. And all of us Front Porch fans, we are proud of Kenny, and we wish the well for Ellen.
Thank you so
as
much.
she goes into her surgery and rehab.
We really do appreciate it. Hey, folks, we will be right back. I'm going to save this Cinco de Mayo for tomorrow at Coons Corner. But today, you got lasagna, you got chicken tenders, you got roasted baby potatoes, creamed corn, mixed greens, black-eyed peas, and apple cobbler. That's going on at Coons Corner Deli today.
Planning for the future is one of the greatest gifts we can give our loved ones. At Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, we are here to guide you with compassion, helping you make choices that bring peace of mind. Pre-planning means your wishes are honored and your family is free to focus on what truly matters, cherishing every memory. Because love, care, and dignity should last a lifetime. Langley Funeral Home and Radney Funeral Home, here for you always.
And Obituary is brought to you by our friends at Radney Funeral Home and Langley Funeral Home. Grayside service for Mr. William Ormond Langford, Sr., 91 of Alexander City, will be at 2 o'clock today at the Hillview Memorial Park. The family will receive friends today from 12:30 to 1:30 at Radney Funeral Home. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. And a funeral service for Mrs. Irma Jean Latham, 90 of Crackford, will be Wednesday, May the 6th, 11 o'clock at Holy Bible Baptist Church. Burial will follow in the Holy Bible Baptist Church Cemetery. The family will receive friends tomorrow evening from 5 to 8 at Holy Bible Baptist Church. Radney Funeral Home is in charge of that service. To the Langford and to the Latham family, my heart goes out to each and every one of those families and to other families that have lost loved ones. But to the men and women that are fighting for our freedom today, God bless you. And God bless the USA, and we will be right back.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
The Sure Shot Outdoors is located on Highway 280 in Alexander City across from Chick-fil-A. Sporting goods store that always has a great selection of footwear, men's and ladies apparel, cookware for camping and home, firearms and shells year-round. Also, online store with financing is available. Owner Scott Watson invites you to come by today to see what the Sure Shot Outdoors has to offer you. Again, the Sure Shot, Highway 280, Alexander City.
What if you could find natural gas appliances, contractors, rebates, and financing all in one place? NaturalGasConnection.com, your one-stop shop for all your natural gas needs. Natural Gas Connection, we'll hook you up.
Experience the freedom of mobility with Arise, our safe and clean public transportation serving all of Tallapoosa County. Keep your independence and leave the driving to us. Our handicapped accessible vehicles provide affordable fares based on age and distance. A mobile community is a thriving community. Wherever you need to go, we'll take you there. Call 256-329-8444 to schedule your trip today. Arise, your ride to a better life.
Grace's Flowers, Hillary Street, Alexander City, Alabama's been there for many decades. Grace's Flowers. It's all about flowers. It's flower power at Grace's Flowers on Hillaby Street. Let me just tell you, you're in the doghouse, you need flowers. You need to cheer somebody up, you need flowers. Who do you think about? You think about Grace's Flowers. Grace's Flowers has been there again for decades. Hillaby Street, 234-4238. Grace's Flowers.
Alex City Marine is booming at our new state-of-the-art facility on Highway 280 in the Gap. Alex City Marine has expanded with the best in Landau pontoon boats and Suzuki outboards. But now, we added premium black fin center consoles and performance-driven excursion pontoons. See Steven and the crew for the best in on-time service for any boat. And our huge new on-site boat storage and wet slip combo deals. Call the pros the locals know. Alex City Marine.
What makes Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadilla so giant? Crispy fingers, sauce, and melty cheese. Zaxby's giant chicken finger quesadillas. Who's got the sauce?
A new year means new challenges for your land needs, and now is the best time to gear up at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alexander City. Right now through spring, Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has to clear all Mahindra 2024 and 2025 inventory with terms up to 84 months. We also have all implements to harvest and tame any land job. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoors also has a huge selection of Spartan zero-turn mowers with 0 down and 0% interest up to 60 months on select models. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, Highway 280, Alexander City.
Suzanne and Dan Adams. Let me tell you something. They will be at Russell Crossroads this coming Friday night. Let me tell you something. Of course, that's Suzanne Schultz. No, excuse me. That's Suzanne Adams now. Now, they have been on the show before. They have worked as duets before. They have worked as singles before. They're good together, and you get to see them at Russell Crossroads this coming Friday night, and it's free. Come back in here and join us on a Monday morning with Mayor of Dadeville, Alabama. Thank you for coming out here.
I appreciate the invitation. Yes, sir.
Chuck Ledbetter with us out here. Nice drive over this morning.
Oh, beautiful day.
Yeah, I'm noticing this morning the days are getting it's getting lighter.
Yes, sir.
Earlier.
Yes,
I love that. You know, I've got a real simple mind. And the smallest things just make me feel good. I was outside late yesterday afternoon, really a nice day, or nice weekend, and I'm listening to owls from over this area and this way, just carrying on a heck of a conversation, and I want to join in with them. And then I'm watching a mockingbird. We got these bushes around the house. It's got these blueberries that mockingbirds just love, and other birds try to come in, and boy, they just fighting. And so nature, if you just sit back, I think it's good for you.
Oh, no doubt about it.
I think it's healthy for you.
Yeah, I need to borrow a couple of those owls for a little while. I got a load of chipmunks around my house, and and I liked Alvin and the Chipmunks and all that. Don't get me wrong. But my little dog goes nuts trying to dig them up.
Oh,
and so,
really?
He does, and so just so I can keep my wife happy and keep my dog out of the mud, I need an owl to come by.
Well, next time I'll personally get in a conversation with them late this afternoon, and I'll tell them where to send them in downtown Dadeville, Alabama.
That'd be helpful.
Were you a hunter or a fisherman coming up as a young man?
Growing up, I was, yes.
What, hunting, fishing, both?
Hunting more than fishing. I like catching fish.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Real fishermen like
it's
fishing.
It's different. Yeah, you're right. It's a big difference.
And so if they're biting, I enjoy it. I've never, I guess it's one of those things that's helped me over the years learn a little patience.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I didn't enjoy I didn't enjoy sitting in a deer stand. I didn't enjoy sitting there waiting for something to walk up. Used to love walking through the woods, doing squirrel hunting and things like that.
Me too.
And being able to be, just moving and doing and seeing and enjoying nature I love.
Have you ever been a hunter that went out west hunting?
I have not. I've got a lot of friends who have, but I haven't.
I mean, it amazes me. That's a different kind of hunting. When you go into those mountains of Colorado or Montana, I mean, that's a different kind of hunting right there.
Right. Yeah, I hear it. I hear people who rave about it. Yes, sir.
Me too.
Yes, sir.
Davil is just going nuts right now. And what I mean by that in a good way. I'm still looking at where Lake Martin's 100 years old this year. I know the Lake Martin Davil Chamber of Commerce are planning a big barbecue June the 16th there at the Tallapoosa County Ag Center.
Right.
Had the first event, the Pig Squeal, which I missed this past Thursday night. They had a good turnout for it.
Well, Saturday on the 9th at 10 o'clock, just a little, not even a big competition, but just sort of a chance for people to see what it is. Ed Allen's going to be putting on a roping.
Yeah.
And
real cowboy there.
Oh, I'm telling you now, that's the real thing.
He and his twins, their twin sons.
Yeah, all three of their boys and Ed, they can do it now. They can put a cow on the ground and tie him up in a hurry.
What makes somebody, because I've been keeping up with Ed Allen and his boys for years. What makes somebody grab onto something like that? That's not one of the most popular things in the world. I wish this area. I wish it was. But what makes somebody just that passion?
Well, I don't know. That's a great question. And the first thing that pops into my mind is one is never the same. I don't believe, and it's not easy, right?
Yeah, you're
and
right.
So it's a challenge. You have to work it. And
practice.
And there's a lot of enjoyment that comes and satisfaction that comes from working and getting good at something. And they are great at it.
I'm one of them wannabe cowboys, but I was never even close. Is there anything that Chuck Ledbetter wanted to do that you didn't do?
Oh,
like coming up, like roping or something crazy like that.
Well, I was probably I'm probably not that much different than most little boys who grew up in America in my time. And so, you wanted to be a cowboy. You wanted to be a ball player. You wanted to be, do those things.
Policeman, fireman.
Absolutely. And there are all those things that you looked at, astronaut, I remember I was 6 years old when we landed on the moon, and had a grandfather who never believed it.
When you said that, I said that's the first thing that popped in my mind. There's still a lot of people that say that, and you know what? When you see pictures of places out in western part of our country, it kind of makes you scratch your head. And now with AI, it's just
now we live in a world where so much is make believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's one of the things as an educator. I believe one of the best things we can teach our kids. I was as a history and government social studies teacher. One of the best things is to learn how to figure out whether a source is trustworthy or not, and whether and not to discount everything that's not trustworthy, but to not put your trust in it when it's not trustworthy, and not be a sucker. And so
And now more than ever.
Oh, it's
more than ever. So do you've been in the education world all those years? Do teachers now, do they teach different than they used to because of what you just said?
Well, yes, and also for other reasons. I'll say this, and some people may some people may not agree with me, and that's okay. I tell people all the time it's okay for them to be wrong. I'm just kidding. The thing that we used to do in education was we used to sort people, okay?
What do you mean by that?
I mean, we'd say, okay, well, you know, Kenny here, Kenny really enjoys the academics and does well at it. We need to get him on the track to move this way. Chuck over here, Chuck's not enjoying the academics much, but now he'll do something with his hands. Let's get him doing that.
Okay.
There were a lot of people. My granddaddy, my daddy's daddy, was first in his family to graduate from high school. Okay, Sylacauga High School, about 1908, and he. But essentially, he went and ran the farm. You know, that's what he did. He graduated and went and ran the farm.
But
most people were out about 6th or 8th grade.
Right, you're right. My dad was a 7th grade. Had a 7th grade education, was a very successful business.
Correct.
He had common sense.
And learn to read and write well, learn to do your math well so you can keep your books and do those things, and learn how to deal with people. Now, today, I mean, I'm telling young kids, hey, get your people skills. Work on being able to deal with people because AI can't do people.
Tell me what you mean by that, how to work with people. Because that's a pretty broad.
It is, but it's what, you know, a lot of people call it soft skills.
Yeah.
It's being able to walk in and be kind and amenable with people and be able to engage.
Look them
in the eye, talk to them. Well, and learn the culture. Because if you're in Asia, the culture is not to look them in the eye, right? Especially for kids.
If you're in New York City, don't look them in the eye.
Oh, no.
Because they'll start hollering at you because they think it's, and they don't say hello, how you doing in New York City either.
Oh, no. Matter of fact, I've got a friend who, from here, from Alabama, sweet lady, who was in New York City, and she was in a store shopping, and security came up to her, wanting to know what she was up to, because she was smiling and speaking to people.
You know what? Isn't it sad though? I mean, you know, we do that here. I remember when going through COVID. I remember being in a grocery store. Everybody had the mask on. I thought I knew this lady, Miss Gaston, Carolyn Gaston. If you happen to be watching this morning, and I said, "Hello, Carolyn. How you doing, Miss Gaston, today?" And I said it on about 3 different aisles. And when she was checking out, I said, she turned around and looked at me. She said, "I am not Carolyn Gaston." I said, "Well, good morning to you anyway." So I missed that right there. But Kylie, you know, we went through an epidemic. We went through something we hope we will never have to go through again. We will be right back. The Mitchell House, speaking of Dadeville, let me tell you what, the Mitchell House has grown over the last several years. What I mean by that, Miss Vivian Autry has gone in and they've just built a brand new building that houses about 200 folks. Not counting the old 1835 mansion that you're looking at if you happen to be watching it on the screen, but it's for small events as well as large events. Go to MitchellHouseEvents.com today.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Benton, clearing, and grading is Cody and LD Benton, and they get your job in sight. Moving dirt is a clean job to them. Clearing a lot for your home or business is what they do, and they do it right. Call LD or Cody today at 256-397-2531 or 397-2532 for a quote today. I promise you, they'll do the job right. That's Benton, clearing and grading.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Brown Nursing Home on Washington Street in Alexander City is a 68-bed facility. Therapies offered are physical, occupational, speech, IV, and wound healing. Very important to know, Brown Nursing Home accepts most insurances. Catherine Sykes is the RN Director of Nursing, Dr. Timothy Corbin is the Medical Director, and Dylan Beagles is the Administrator, and one fine staff that'll take care of you. It's all about you at Brown Nursing Home. 256-329-9061.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Lake Life Wellness Studio is located in downtown Dadeville behind the courthouse. Lake Life is more than a place you want to come to move. It's a lifestyle. We didn't just want to open a studio. We wanted to build a community and recharge here at Lake Martin, offering Pilates, yoga, sauna, and cold plunge. Check out our Lake Life Wellness Studio merchandise, which is officially here. Sign up for a membership today and be part of the Lake Life Wellness Studio community. Visit our website, lakelifewellnessstudio.com, and be sure to follow us on social media.
Thunderbolt Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
Helby Home and Garden. Man, I tell you what, they got a sale going on right now through, through Mother's Day. Fern sale now through Mother's Day. All remaining Kimberly Queen ferns, only $15. So take advantage of that. And the other plants, vegetables, beautiful. We got that, I can't remember the name of it, but it's doing well. That's all I'll tell you. And I got it from Helby Home and Garden, formerly Betty's Garden Center. And again, happy birthday to Betty Anderson Day. Chuck Ledbetter out here with us from Dadeville, Mayor of Dadeville. We were just talking about Liv Nay and talking about the wellness center there that's right behind the courthouse. Young person that's involved in the city. Thank you. We got to get our young people involved, and they are getting involved.
They are, and there are opportunities all around Lake Martin now with our tourist trade and all, and the people who are moving in for things maybe we haven't had before. And so, and Liv's one of those who saw an opportunity and said, "Hey, look, I've got an idea that I love and a business idea, and right now it looks like she's knocked it out of the park."
Marketing's everything.
Yes, sir.
You deal with it every day.
Yes, sir.
I mean, you're marketing. You say what you want to. We're all marketing our area, whether it's Alexander City or Dadeville, and both of them are doing well. That's in Jackson Gap.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I was at the League of Municipalities meetings last week and saw all my friends from Alex City and from Jackson's Gap and all, and everybody's. The thing we got here, we got people who care, people who are engaged, people who are learning, people who are helping us to move forward.
Let me ask you a question. I guess I'm always thinking about people that are moving in here from all over the United States. Does anybody come to mind that's come to Chuck Ledbetter, being the mayor of Dadeville, saying, we'd like to see this. We wish y'all had this. I just didn't know what kind of ideas you're hearing out there.
Not as much of that as, there's some things you start to see and hear from people about some potential market openings.
Okay.
We don't have certain, enough, for example, with more and more people and more things happening on the lake all the time. There are opportunities for things like hotel rooms and rentals and things. Okay, so there's some of those.
We know that,
right? And
I know Dable could use a hotel. Alexander City's got 2 of them that are
That's
going
right.
up.
They're going up right now, and there's demand.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
So there are things, specific things, but not really. One of the things that people are moving here for is to leave behind some of what they had. Okay, some of what was and it's not so much what they had as the pace and the difference. And so yes, yeah. I mean, we want to grow. But we want to grow purposefully, so that we don't lose what we have. That's why people are coming.
Yeah.
And I know part of it is that big pool of water out there, but there's more than that. There's a quality of life here.
There's still small town USA here that you and I get to enjoy every day.
That's right. And
I don't take it for granted.
Right. And we don't want to be New York.
Right.
We don't want to be where you can't speak on the street. We want to be where people slow down a little bit, and that's the thing. We still have a basis for how we do business here. That's relationships, and we want to keep that relationship going, and we want to make sure that we're building relationships with people. We're connecting our new folks into our community, and welcoming them in, and making this a place where people go, man, this is where I want to be.
Let me tell you what, I'm a people watcher, and I love people, but I'm going to places now and I don't know anybody. But you know what? It's up to me, and it's up to you to find out who these people are. You can get in a conversation. It's amazing what you can find out.
Well, I would know nobody if it was just up to me, but my wife's going to know everybody, and she's going to talk to them, and she's going to find out everything about them before she walks out of the store. And so,
way to go, young lady.
Yes, Kim connects people, and that's we go to First Baptist, and in our Sunday school class, she's the one who connects everybody and sends out an email with all prayer requests and praises and everything, because that's what she does, and she's wonderful at it.
But I think about you talk about the First Baptist Church in Dayton. I think about Ben Hayes and the people that's in just that church. I know there's other great churches there, but Ben's connected with the young people.
He is, and again, Ben connects with people.
Oh yeah.
And that's the thing that we have in Dadeville. We not only have, we love our church. We have a great church. We got a lot of great churches, and our churches have really come together. We've had to deal with tragedy, but now God's used that to create a stronger Dadeville church community than we had before. And that cuts across all the churches and cuts across all those things that become divides for us sometimes, economics and race and all that. It cuts across all that, and we're all Christian brothers and sisters working together on, and that's a good thing.
Chuck, I think about, and I hate to use a church as a part of tourism, but they're part of tourism.
Well, they are. They are for at least to a certain extent. I'll say this. But that culture, and I had a guy years back who came to speak when I was coaching up at Horseshoe Bend. Came from Houston, and he was a FCA speaker, and I was riding around with him and showing him some places, and he talked about the fact that, and I'm gonna get probably into church a little bit.
That's okay. That's okay.
But he talked about the fact that I was saying how we have a community where we have where everybody's heard about Jesus, and sometimes that makes it harder for people who aren't believers to listen when you try to tell somebody. But he said, no, you don't understand. He said, God blesses communities through His people, the Holy Spirit through His people, and so the whole community is being blessed because He's blessing His people, and our communities are being blessed through His people. I do believe that.
And I like to look at us as a community. When I talk about Alexander City, when I talk about Davie, when I talk about Newside, wherever, it's the community I'm talking about. I may be pointing out those particular areas, but it's the community, and that community covers a large area, and it's in that large area of water you talk about. But it's also those communities that don't have water.
That's right.
You know,
absolutely.
Because we're all. I've said this for years. We're all in this together.
Absolutely.
That's why I love, and you've heard me say this, Chuck. I love seeing our mayor, Mike Dinsmore, who will be out here tomorrow, Mayor of Davie, Chuck Ledbetter, working together, even going to dragon boat races. That's probably something when you were running for mayor, you probably never realized you'd be going to a dragon boat race.
That did not cross my mind. I will say that.
But I think about that. I think about our chambers working together. I think about our city councils. I think about our commissioners and all that. It's here again. We're all a part of this big old picture.
We are, and I'll take, just like all these little tributaries are flowing into the lake. Okay, in our area and in Alabama, but also in Tallapoosa County, we're all around the water.
You're right.
My kids at Horseshoe Bend, the New Site, Daviston, Hackneyville, all those kids. All of them grew up playing in the river or the creek, just like I did growing up in Auburn. I grew up playing in the creek. When I wasn't up here at the lake, I was in the creek down by the house, you know. And so we have blessings galore through all that water we have.
When you mention a creek, it takes me back. That's some of the most fondest memories, and, you know, not a care in the world, not knowing what's going to happen in the future, not really caring what's going to happen in the future, because we were part of nature. We were having fun.
You know, I want more kids today to have the opportunity I had to go down and pile up rocks in the creek, build a little dam, catch crawdads. You know,
right.
all those little
that's
things.
What I was thinking about.
Yeah. I mean, it's just it's a quality of life you can't replicate.
It's a memory maker.
It is.
Even just the little things. I was thinking about. I took Genevieve, our 3-year-old granddaughter, to her brother's practice the other night. And I said, let's kick a rock. And she kicked it the first time. But after that, it was taking her about 10 or 12 times before she could kick it again. But, you know, I hope that's something that she will remember, just as simple as that. Kicking a rock. Kick a rock with somebody today. Chuck, thank you for coming out here. Thank you for what you're doing. And Davie, you got a good one right here. We'll be right back. Lake Martin, Davie area Chamber of Commerce. You know, one thing I was just looking at is 100 years Lake Martin. Summer barbecue. Happy 100 years Lake Martin. Tuesday, June 16th at 5:30. That's going to be at the Tallapoosa County Ag Center. They're inviting us all in for some barbecue and celebrating 100 years of Lake Martin. That's what Lake Martin, Davie area Chamber of Commerce is doing for us.
Medicare for Veterans, MedicareSalute.com. Medicare for Veterans, helping to maximize your VA, CHAMP VA, and TRICARE benefits. Call 256-675-5315 today. Ask for Amber Walker. Ask about Medicare, life, health, dental, and final expenses. Do that today. Call 256-675-5315.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Davie. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
The best lakefront properties don't happen by accident. They're designed, crafted, and built to perfection. Trusted for over 35 years, Lakescape creates breathtaking waterfront retreats built to impress and made to last a lifetime. From your mailbox to the end of your dock, we are the single source answer to design, build, and maintain your dream lakescape. It all starts at lakescape.com.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio, or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensigreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in Carrier Cool Cash rebates. Visit Sensigreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state, and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Well, it's 48 degrees right now, but it's going up to 78 today. It's going to be a pretty nice day. Tonight, not as cool. Tomorrow morning, 51, partly cloudy skies. Going into, March, Cinco de Mayo, 79 and 61 tomorrow. Wednesday, 80 and 65. Good chance of rain, 100% chance of rain on Thursday, 71 and 54. Slighter chances on Friday and Saturday. 72 on Friday, low 56. 80 on Saturday and low 58. So there's a pretty nice 5-day forecast. And all that rain we got this past weekend was really great. Top Gun Pest Control brought you the weather today. This girl out here is smiling from ear to ear because she is so proud of her son. That's what we're going to start with right now, Miss Nancy Bolton. How you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good.
And tell folks what I'm talking about.
My son graduated from UAB Saturday with a bachelor's degree in genetics, and so we are just tickled and on to the next phase.
What is the next phase for him?
Graduate school, at
UAB?
We're not, no.
Oh, okay.
No, we're not sure yet, so we're just waiting to see. He's working and right now, and so we'll just see, but I have to say thank you to Benjamin Russell and the school system here, because they really did prepare him and did such a great job.
His counselors kind of guided him this way in genetics?
Benjamin Russell.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Benjamin Russell is the one, the school system, I forget which teacher it is. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. But
all of them.
All of them. It was one of his science teachers. They had, started talking about genetics, and he just loved it.
Wow.
And so
I wonder why. Do you know?
It's very, very interesting.
When you say genetics, what would he be dealing with? I know we've talked about this, but explain it to me again.
So genetic what he wants to do is genetic counseling, and you have to have a graduate degree to be a genetic counselor. And what that is they do genetic testing. Just say, I've had genetic testing because I had family, I had aunts, a grandmother that all had breast cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer. So, you know, my side of the family was just full of cancer. So Dr. Moore did genetic testing for me, and everything was good. But for those that aren't, you know, it is genetic. And so he would guide you to tell you your map, your roadway of what he recommends for you to do.
Wow.
So whether it be, if you had the, you know, it's way over my head and very, you know, it's very, I mean, he's very intelligent, and it's just, you know, I call him my little nerd because, you know, he's a science geek, and he was in the band.
Talking to you, son.
He was in the band, and so I just, you know, he's just a great kid, and I'm very, very proud of him.
I did the same thing with Dr. Edwards, because my mom had Alzheimer's, so I did the genetic test, and I don't, but it still doesn't mean that I won't.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
I understand that.
Right. And you know, it's not just with Alzheimer's, cancer, it's for kids, like when you have a pregnancy and there might be some genetic disorders in your family.
Down syndrome.
Right. You can go that route and figure out, you know, and do, so there's all kinds of opportunities for him to do. And I'm probably talking, you know, probably not everything
I know, but
he could do.
He's got a bright future.
He does.
Because that's the future he's chosen. And to BRHS, to those teachers and counselors,
yes,
thank you so much.
And you know, if anybody says anything negative about Benjamin Russell, it just breaks my heart, because I'm just like, you just really don't know how fortunate we are to have the school systems that we have in this county.
I agree with you.
In this entire county.
In fact, I was talking about this with someone just this weekend. I'm thinking about next year, the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders will be at the middle school. That's 7th and 8th now. That will all change for the 2027 class, 2026, 2027 class. The 5th, let's say 6th, 7th, and 8th will go to the Benjamin Russell High School. And so all that's fixing to change. And that's going to be a part of Benjamin Russell, where they wind up here in a few more
It's so
years.
exciting. I'm so excited for these kids.
And this school over here, I mean, they've got an opportunity. Yeah, you're right. So, wow. Yeah.
I walked in there, I was like, wow.
I know. But just the drive, I've not left El Cache Road and drove back. I have partway in walked because you hear me talking about the sidewalks that go behind the high school, but just that walk or drive back there with that wooded area, natural, and then boom, there it is. But then you go on the inside, and it's a head shaker.
It's wow.
I mean, we got, you know, the best, and yes, that's a huge part of our tourism.
But people don't really understand. I mean, the school that I went to, didn't have everything that Benjamin Russell has to offer, or any of our county schools. You know, I might have wanted to do culinary arts, and they have that
which is huge
culinary, you know, space in Benjamin Russell, and I was just like, oh my goodness, this is so awesome, because you know, it could spark a kid's interest, and there you go, there you have it, and it's just so much out there for them. And you know, to all the teachers, it's National Teacher Appreciation Week, so thank you for all you do. I could not do it. I am so glad there are people out there that can do it, because I could not do it.
But even teachers that do it, for instance, I'll use Maggie Dean Whaley. She wanted to be a teacher from 5 years old on up.
It's a gift.
First grade was tough on her. That was not her grade. She changed to 2nd grade. Voila, there it is. So that's.
I think everybody has to find, you know, what age group. I know that there would be no way that I could ever teach a 7th or an 8th grader, because I know how I was in 7th and 8th.
Weisenheimer, I was, but that's part of growing up. Those years of growing up.
Oh yeah.
This is also National Nurses and Hospital
That's
Week.
why
too.
I'm here.
And thank y'all
That is
so
why
much.
I'm here. National Nurses Week.
And of course,
is
you're
this
with
week.
Ivy Creek. We ain't
Ivy
said-
Creek, absolutely. You know, Lake Martin Community Hospital is celebrating, not this week, but next week. We got a full week. You know, we've been talking about it for over a month now
Right.
with making waves in healthcare, and everything's about, you know, our 100th birthday on Lake Martin. We're Lake Martin Community Hospital, and now we have the nautical nurse back out on the lake.
How's that going?
It's going great.
And tell them what that is, because we
So
showed a picture
great.
last time you were on.
So, Donna Purcell, who is our home health nurse, I guess it was 10 to 11 years ago, she was out on the lake seeing our home health patients on the lake. And for some other, you know, some reasons, some complications, they had to bring the boat out. They had to bring the boat off the lake. And now our owner and CEO founder, Mike Bruce, decided she was going to sell it. So he's bought it, and it's back out on the water for our nautical nurse for our home heelt patients that live
Nautical
on
nurse. Do you know of another nautical nurse in another state?
I
or
do not.
A nautical
I do
nurse. Let me ask you a dumb question. Is nautical nurse, is that something that you can go to school on now?
No.
Okay.
No, I
know
think
it
one
was
of the
you.
lake magazines or the paper, you know, put that out there for her.
Oh,
And
okay.
so she's just been known as the nautical nurse. Like even when she wasn't, they would go, "Oh, hey, you're the nautical
Yeah,
nurse."
mhm. It
Just
fits.
from the articles in the paper and in the magazines.
It
So,
fits.
It does.
That's just another reason people are going to. Again, it's part of tourism. It may be a reason why a person decides to sell or buy on Lake Martin, just because they know they have the nautical nurse close by.
Absolutely. I think it's so cool, and they've done such a good job. And so right now we've got the boat at the hospital.
Oh.
Yes, so because we're, you know, centering around Hospital Week around that boat, and so we're going to do photo opportunities
Good for
and
y'all.
that kind of stuff. So it's going to be fun.
Who would ever thought that we would be wanting to get our picture made with and it really is a cool boat
It
too.
is a 1953
Yeah.
century
Yeah.
wood. You know, I always say, you know that boat that Alan Jackson was in when he came to
Aquapalooza?
Aquapalooza? That's the boat.
But that's the future, really. I'm anxious to see how that goes, because very fitting, the 100-year anniversary of Lake Martin. Now you got a boat on there that has a nautical nurse that goes all over the place. And we got to get her out here.
Yes.
I mean, really, we don't know
do.
about getting a boat in here, but we need to get her out here.
Absolutely.
Because especially after she, you know, gets into May or June or maybe July, get her out here. She's had some.
Yeah.
She's been out there.
She's great, and you know she's just very traditional. She's been a nurse over 40 years, and so she still wears the dress, the stockings.
Oh,
the nurse,
really?
Yes.
Really? I'll be darned.
Yes.
Not
And
the
because-
white cap?
She does not wear a cap,
Okay,
but she
okay.
wears everything else, and you can spot her a mile away because you know none of us we all wear scrubs and
That's okay.
yeah.
But what, I'm just trying to think, I'm trying to picture what a nautical nurse would wear. A bikini, maybe?
Well, I mean, we might could get some pictures that way.
We'll be right back. Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. Let me just tell you about, they've been there for a while, and they know what we're looking for. Well, that's why they keep hundreds of GMC trucks, every color under the sun, the half-ton, three-quarter-ton, diesel, gas burners, and everything else. So that's Glenn Smith, Opelika, Alabama.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery. Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Families in East Alabama are worried about the cost of groceries and their rising bills. Senator Jay Hovey is working on solutions, cutting taxes and red tape, helping Auburn University get its fair share, making sure our schools and our communities are safe. Jay Hovey is a proud Christian and a conservative Republican who puts you first. No headlines, no ego, just results. Because working hard isn't a slogan. On May 19th, re-elect Jay Hovey to the Alabama State Senate.
The Morris Haynes Law Firm focuses on representing those who have been injured or mistreated by the wrongful acts of others. We have offices in Ellick City and Birmingham, but we have been calling Ellick City home for over 30 years. If you find yourself in need of a lawyer, give us a call at Morris Haynes, 256-329-2000. We would be honored to help you.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Ellick City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
S&S Tire is the #1 tire and service dealer in the entire Lake Martin region for reasons. First, S&S works on all makes and models, including imports, and our advanced trained ASE Master Tech can pinpoint and correct problems before they happen. S&S Tire sells by volume, and that allows us to demand the best price on all major brands, including Michelin, Goodyear, and Toyo. Most importantly, S&S Tire and Auto lives, works, worships, and interacts in our home community. S&S Tire, #1 for many reasons, but most importantly, #1 for your satisfaction.
Hello, this is Scotty Gordon at Cornerstone Insurance. Are you tired of paying too much for your home and auto insurance? If so, give us the opportunity to help you. At Cornerstone, we have 3 goals for all of our clients: asset protection, affordable pricing, and superior customer service. Come by and give us a call today to see what we can save you. 153 Alabama Street, 256-409-2299.
Eula Mays, good morning to you. I know today is Monday. Eula Mays inside the square on Calhoun Street has a special on Monday that is my favorite food. And I got to try other things. They're pork chops, steaks and everything. But I love the ribeye steak sandwich, fries, and a drink for only $11. That's your Monday special. Eula Mays. Thank you, Gary Tapley. Downtown Alexander City, inside the square. This girl right here ain't square right here. She ain't up a coup, Nancy Bolton out here. Hospital week, nurses week. We were just talking about graduating seniors, and you got scholarships coming up.
Yeah.
for those young folks
We
going
do.
into it.
We have some scholarships that are being awarded we offered it all the Tallahassee schools, and we've had some applications, and so we get to give out some scholarships. I'm really excited. This is the first, they did it, and I think during COVID it kind of got lost, and so we decided to bring it back
Good for
again
y'all.
this year. Yeah. I mean, we have to give back. You know, you've got to give back, and you've got to invest in your kids.
Yeah.
You got to invest in our kids, and so our scholarships are given to Tallahassee County school systems to seniors that are going into a healthcare field, not necessarily a nurse. If you're going into radiology, lab, physical therapy, there's
Just a healthcare field.
Yes.
So when they receive that's theirs to spend on what? Books?
Whatever. It's just a cash scholarship.
Okay.
So whatever they want to spend it on.
Does
Books, tuition.
Tuition to a particular school?
No, it's
Really?
just
Wow.
a check. It just says, here you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
But it has to be used for that, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Oh yeah. No, they can't go out and rent a condo at
No,
Yeah.
but good for you. That's incentive, and that's good for mom and dad
Oh,
too.
absolutely. I couldn't have done it without the scholarships that my son received. I mean, he received a scholarship from Russell Medical and the Russell Foundation. That Russell Foundation scholarship was great. And
Wow.
I didn't even know we were, going to get it. I was so excited, and that was just a blessing. And, UAB gave him a scholarship, supposed to be a full ride, but there's really no such thing as a full ride anymore. I mean, because you have so much extra, and it's so expensive. So
Do they have to apply for those? Just like, almost like businesses that apply for grants.
yes,
I mean, that's all that really is.
It's a lot of paperwork, and again, I'm like a broken record. Benjamin
okay.
Russell really helped. The student, they really helped him, figure out and how to write those great applications and that kind of stuff. So he had a lot of help.
But I think about those scholarships, and they're just there for the taking.
Yes.
I mean,
yes. And if, and that's what I told him when he was getting ready. Wherever you get a scholarship is where you're going. Because that's crazy just to throw away free education. Because we have the Gateway Scholarship.
oh yeah, it's been around for years.
Yes. Wow. Wow.
You're right.
I mean, what a blessing that is to have in this community.
I don't bring it up enough, and I'm so glad that you brought it up. The Gateway has been doing that for, God, maybe 20 years.
Yeah, I was on the board there for when I was with the chamber, and it's
20 plus probably.
Yeah.
Because that's
because it's been 15 years since I was on that board.
Wow.
So
But this is money that the you just got to have a certain grade
GPA. Yeah, a GPA, and then like even a lower GPA for technical.
Yeah.
And that's where the money is right now. It's the technical programs. HVAC and welding and I mean,
cha-ching.
Cha-ching.
But you young folks, just everything that Nancy just brought up, the welding, the HVAC and plumbing and all
Plumbing,
these.
yes.
These are jobs. In fact, I was out walking the other day, and a guy pulled up next to me I had never seen. He said, I got a washer in the back of the truck. So I'm just moving in down here. You might help me? I'm thinking, well, okay, but so I did. But he was moving to this area from Florida, and he was a guy that builds and rebuilds and so he's I said, well, if you're good, you can have all the work you want.
Oh,
in
absolutely.
any of those trades.
Oh, yeah.
A plumber, a carpenter, like this guy was.
Oh, yeah.
You can have if your word, if you give somebody your
Trustworthy,
word,
integrity.
yeah. And that's the thing with nursing, anything you go into.
Right.
Do we teach that in our schools?
I don't know.
I mean, it's.
I think that comes from home.
Yeah,
Your home
I agree
environment.
with you. I agree
Doing the
with
right
you.
thing when
Mhm.
nobody's looking. That's
It's
integrity.
real simple.
Yeah, it's real simple. It's real, and it's easy to. Well, I wouldn't say it would be easy to do.
But your word is everything.
Yeah.
Even if it's a bad word. When I say a
Yeah.
bad word, I'll be there at 9 o'clock Saturday morning. Well, Saturday morning rolls around. You call and said something's come up. I won't be able to make it. That's what you're supposed to do. That's kind of that bad word I'm talking about. But it's your word. We'll be right back. Christopher Crumley, good morning to you. I know you just keep continuing to add things to Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle in downtown Rockford. I think right now, pine straw. I know how pine straw can make an ugly area look good, and it's just pine straw. But that's one of the things. He's got plants, hardware, he's got plumbing supplies, he's got a little bit of everything. Enoch's Hardware, Bait and Tackle, that's downtown Rockford.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com. The Chambers Tallapoosa Coosa Community Action Committee is a local nonprofit agency whose mission is to enhance the quality of life for low-income persons while also providing services that promote self-sufficiency. We offer programs that include Head Start, family daycare, low-income energy assistance, and weatherization, among others. The central office location is 170 South Broadnax Street in Dadeville. Call 256-825-4287 or online at cacctc.com.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open, located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all: Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
Cloud9 is a lifestyle boutique downtown Alexander City. We're right on Main Street next to Carlisle's, and we're open from 10 to 5 Monday through Friday and 10 to 2 on Saturdays. We offer a variety of items ranging from ladies' clothing from size extra small to 2XL. We have baby clothes including newborn gifts. We have wedding registries and the beloved Diva Wash. If you know, you know. Follow us on social media and come see us today on Main Street.
Carlisle Heating and Air says it's tune-up time for your HVAC system. Having your unit tuned up increases energy efficiency and can reduce the wear and tear on your unit. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019 for a price. Serving the Lake Martin area, Alexander City, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, and Goodwater. Don't get hot, be cool. Call Carlisle Heating and Air today at 256-234-0019. Don't get hot, be cool.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Well, we thank you for being with us on this first Monday of May, and I can't think of a better way to start it out with Ronnie's Pine Straw and Materials, which is on Highway 63 South, right when you turn into Wind Creek State Park. You're going to see it where tiny homes are. Ronnie Pitts is the guy you're going to be dealing with. And yes, they do deliver. They got pea gravel. They got pine straw. They've got gravel. They got a little bit of everything that's going to make your yard look better. As Ronnie's Pine Straw and Materials, Highway 63 South, and thank y'all for being with us. And Nancy, congratulations to, number one, to Ivy Creek, everything they've got going on, especially to all you nurses, to the Lake Martin Hospital, Community Hospital. Thank y'all for what you do and the growth that you're going through right now.
Yeah.
All that's
So exciting.
Good. And to all of our graduating seniors, I know it's not time yet, but you got a few more weeks, and your life is fixing to change forever, hopefully in a good way. You have a good day.
You too.
Mr. Fuller, let's go.